Alrighty, my friends, pull up this flow chart back up. Let's see. Empty canisters are used up in the diluted packaged fuel step and then created again the unpackaged fuel step. So just a loop a line of containers between those two sets of refineries. One constructor makes 60 a minute. So you'll fill a container really fast, 40 minutes by my math. Be interesting to see a map of the build. To do this, can you upload your save to a map site? If you're interested, I can post a link. I mean, yeah, if anybody's interested in seeing that, that's cool. You can post a link for it. I won't be able to do it during the stream. Maybe after stream I can, if it's something I can do quick. Something I can do quick, then absolutely you're welcome to give a link on how to do that. There. Okay. I assume this can't do these super fast, right? 30 a minute makes 60 a minute, yeah. Alright, so I'll need a lot of that. So, let me make a chest. I'm gonna do what you all recommended. Organization, personal storage chest. Do like 2 of them here because I have a big inventory space. Store all. That will be just the right amount right there. If I get that much plastic, that'll be a full container's worth. So let's go get that exactly that much amount of plastic if I have that much. Again, I think we use more than we make, or we use up as fast as we make it because of our computer production not having enough plastic, but we'll see. Actually faster if I just run over here. Maybe at the end of the stream it's quick. Okay, alright. Remind me again. If you're here at the end of the stream to remind me, you can do that. Alright, so plastic. You can just post your world file and people can upload it to satisfactorytools.com and see a map. Okay. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's right. Okay. Alright, well, remind me at the end of the stream, especially if it's quick to do. We can do that right at the end of the stream for people who'd like to explore my world. But I sadly won't invite people to my world because I don't want people to build on top of my stuff because that makes me go crazy. And I've had a couple people a couple times ask, please can I join your world? And they're people that I've never talked to before and they just come in the stream like want to join my world. It's like, I've never seen you, met you, or talked to you, but you want to join my world. That does not sound like somebody who wants to troll me and destroy my build at all. Sounds totally legit. Totally legit, not like somebody trying to destroy my stuff. Okay. There we go. And cool. So let's power this, and that will do what we needed to do, right? Start making that stuff, so get that going. You'll remind me, good. A whole new world, another place I never knew. No one to tell us no, where to go. Won't you share this whole new world with me? Such a great song. Such a good... The old school Disney stuff, so good, man, so good. Where is it? I'm trying to line up. There it is. All right, so that should be 13 total, right? Where did we stop? Residual rubber. Okay, so this is 13.33 of alternate diluted packaged fuel. Diluted packaged fuel. We're doing this one on all these guys, so that should be 13 or 14. So 2, count these as I go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might actually need one more. 11. 12. 13. And if I do one more, that would be the one I underclock, and it would... so I either do one more or I overclock one. I'm assuming it's better probably to underclock one. I know that's more power efficient. New thing you learned this weekend, you can use the color gun on pipe. Oh, you can actually color pipes? Really? Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. So that should be 13 and I underclock. Let's underclock the last one to be 33%, I think it needs to be. It says 13.33 times, so I assume that means I do 13 and the 14th one is 0.33 underclocked. You never occurred to even try to color the pipes? Yeah. I guess it makes sense. They start that same ugly orange that your walls and stuff do. Okay, so that will be receiving packaged water and heavy oil residue. So, how many copper sheets do I have? I have a good number of copper sheets. Let me set up the piping for this, because the heavy oil residue is coming from these guys right here. So, let's set that up. So I'm gonna do like here, 1, 2, 1, 2, as tall as it can go. And I'll probably need to do a, whatchamacallit, there, a pump, I'm assuming. I don't think refineries give any, do refineries give any, any head lift by themselves, or no? I probably knew this at one point, but I can't remember. I think they don't. Okay, too long, so it needs to be... Let's go right here. Oh, refineries do give 10 meters of head lift, you think? Okay. If that's the case, then we should be good. Alright, so how do we want to do this? I want to go... I need to not have any over... what does it say? Encroaching others' clearance. So we want to go right here. Go up, and then we'll do one little extra line. We should have space to just have pipes here. Whoa, that is not what I meant to do. So this is going to... Actually, it's going to split off. Some of it's going to go here, and some of it's going to go over here. Okay. They can basically pump up as high as the refinery is tall. Okay. Did I find the alternate? Yeah, I found the alternate recipes we needed. We did that before I even started working on this. 1, 2. That should give us a nice curve there. We'll split off of this guy. And let's see how we want to do this. I had the belt further away than the pipe. Let me get a similar distance here. I don't know what that distance is. It's hard to tell. I don't have like a grid or anything to tell how far away this is. So it's like a little over half a block away, basically. It would be around right in the middle. Let's just go right in the middle with this pipeline. I think that hopefully will give us enough space. If the middle would be here. 1, 2. Actually, I can go like this. And that should be a straight pipe. That is not a straight pipe. Okay. It's because it's not, this one's not in the middle. That's why. 1, 2. That should be a straight pipe, I believe. That's good. Okay, and this is going to feed this entire line. How many hard drives did it take? Not that many, actually. Maybe 4 or 5? I mean, it took a long time to find the hard drives, because that's kind of the pain. It's finding the damn things, but... I feel like we got pretty lucky with how many it took. It didn't take too many. Wow, does this actually perfectly fit 2? 1, 2. I think that... not quite. Almost, though. So it would be 1, 2... turn... 1, 2... turn, 1, 2... What the hell is that? That's like a perfectly perfect turn. Fine. Fine, we don't have a perfect turn. It's your fault. Your fault, pipes. Alright, and then we also need this one to... So that will be, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one right here should need heavy oil residue. Yes, heavy oil residue. And that one does not. That one needs water. So this pipe would be split off from there. So let's get that set up. One, two. So we go like this. Go across. I'm gonna plug into that guy. Right here. And we go... What's going into this? Packaged water. So that's going to have to come from somewhere else. I have room for that here. I'll have to figure out our belts. Do I need to leave more room here? No, it looks like... Because those guys are going to be getting other stuff. It looks like I'd be able to put it this way. I'll just have to probably stack on top of that or come from this side, wherever it's going to come from. So... Should be good. Okay, there we go. So that will be, and we'll do our splits later. We're not going to do splits later because we're just, because I can't do the splits because it hurts my legs. But okay, so that is the refineries that use the heavy oil residue and packaged water, which I haven't set up yet, to create diluted packaged fuel. Ship's done. Sent you the link. See you tomorrow, next Monday. All right, Azura. You have a good one. We'll see you later, my friend. Prepare for blame if he needs more room, chat. I don't think I'm gonna need more room. I think we planned it out well enough here. So, since we need packaged water for these guys, I should probably do those refineries next, which is packaged water just needs empty canisters and water. So, and I need to do 13.33 of these because they're going to supply these guys. So if I put these in front of these guys, and they're going to have to loop back around to supply them. Probably I'm going to want to loop back around this way. So let's plan for that. Make sure I'm seeing this correctly, that this is going to take packaged water. Packaged water. 60 a minute. Okay. Wow, it's going to be 800 a minute. I don't have belts fast enough to do 800 a minute. I'm going to have to split these up into 2 belts, aren't I? You need like shitload of containers, 2 big storages. Well, we're making the containers. Let me see here. Let me see here. So 800. Let me see. Creates 800 packaged water a minute. Each of these are going to take 60 per minute. We're doing 13 of these? Holy crap. 60 per minute. What's my fastest belt? $480 minute. 480 divided by 60. So I can supply 8 of these with the tier 4 belts. So I think I supply 8 of them and then... Yeah, okay. So 8 of these guys are going to supply 8 of these guys to do the to do the math right here, I think. 1, 2. Okay. So this line's going to supply 8 of these guys. Which this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So 5 plus 3 more are going to supply these guys. It's going to be interesting. Okay. And let's not line this up with this pipe unless we need to like stack them or something. Like here. This is going to be coming from the guys producing these guys. Isn't like 1,400 canisters total, 100 per package fuel refinery max? You did 2, so then belts are almost full. I'm not going to worry about how many packages I need right now. It's going to take time for them to build anyway. I'll put more in there if we need to do like a second storage. Eventually, I don't want to worry about that yet. So, I think what I'm actually going to need to do then is stack these. Because 5, so we're going to do a splitter off of here. That's going to supply 3. And the other ones will supply the other ones. So, I need this to actually be stacked here. Thick, because they're stacked. Okay, let me do a splitter here just to check. Splitter. Okay. That perfectly straight, okay, good. But we're gonna have to do a splitter, and this will actually be in the way of a splitter, so I can't do it there. I gotta do it like... Gotta do it about like here. Something like this. Okay, so 5 plus 3 of these to be able to supply all of them. Hopefully doing a splitter won't mess up the line, because if these 3 should get backed up because this line's supplying more, so this line should be backed up and I don't think will screw us up. So 3 of these guys, so 1, 2. That's not right. I think we should be good to do it this way. Like that. And then we do split off there and there. I think you built a stack of 3 small containers full of them, but only ever connected the bottom one. You suppose it depends on how much belt work you have between refineries. You keep that loot as short as possible. Well, I feel like I'm trying to keep this loop short as possible. I don't know if I'm actually going to have that short of a loop. So maybe I will need extra. I guess I will find out. I'll probably do extra too. Make sure. And so the second belt... of these guys will go here. And supply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys. 6 times 60 is 360, which is still more than this one can do. So I gotta basically do tier 4 belts this entire way. So that's fine. So we do like this. And then we'll do splitters off of these guys, but this should work, I believe. Where's the straight line? It's right here. I believe that's right. Okay. We go to here, and then we'll do splitters. Okay, so that'll be 2 lines of packaged water, right? Packaged water, okay. You bring a batch from right and another from left and merge in middle. Why would I want to merge them? Is there a reason why I'd want to merge them rather than feeding... Basically, I think doing it this way is better because we will be feeding exactly the same number of refineries with the exact same number of refineries. So this one has the underclocked one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has... So I'll have 6 refineries, including the underclocked one, feeding these 6, and then the 8 full-duty ones supplying the other 8. Unless you're talking about this one here that I was worried about the numbers. I guess what I could possibly do is have this run across, split off, and then go back. But I feel like having more splitters like that might be worse. If you already got a bunch of packaged fuel, another idea is you could just pre-stage a bunch of packaged fuel in your unpackaged fuel refineries. I actually do have a bunch of packaged fuel, so I can possibly supplement that by pre-staging, like you said. Sounds like a pretty good idea. You never thought of that where you were building, you just left it to warm up the old-fashioned way? Okay, so 1, 2, so I'd want this to be like right here. Can I do that? Will it let me do that? Is that a perfectly turned thing? It is, okay. Alright, so this is where these guys are going to be. So now I need to do some more concrete. There's going to be 13 of these guys, which I don't think fits on one row, so... I'm going to need a lot more concrete. Okay. So we need at least 2 more rows of these guys. Let's get this started. Let's just do fill in all the way to what we've created, and that should be long enough for at least this part. You're doing manifold, so balance belts are so effective. Yeah, I'm doing manifold. Because I don't know how I would balance these guys out with... the thing with balanced is that, like, the weakness of balanced is... takes more space, right? And space is kind of an issue, and we're trying to do this with as much efficiency and space as we can, right? I don't think I want to try to make this build with balanced. I'm just going to do manifold. It's not 100% efficient. Or, well, manifold's not that it's not efficient. It just takes a while to load up or whatever, right? It's slower to get started. I'm kind of okay with that. It's not like we are going to be needing this thing to immediately kick in and give us all the plastic. This is going to give us so much more plastic than we need for a while. That's fine. Jesus, that's a lot of refineries. I know. I know. It's something like 60 or something, and we've only built a third of the one of what we need so far, maybe. It's going to be a lot of refineries. I hope I have enough power for all this, but I think you said earlier like that it was like something like 2,000 megawatts, so we have enough for it. With manifold, the overflow in the middle could be better. Yeah, I don't know how FRD dot. I don't know how. If you have a suggestion for how to make it better, you can tell me, but I don't know. Just saying it could be better doesn't really help me that much. If you want to tell me how it could be better, I know it's tough because English is not first language, so I don't know. Check the storage box. Damn, you're right. You're right. And when you're right, and I forgot. I told you, I forget. It was good of me just to remember to use my damn tubes, honestly. I should have done that, though. I could have gotten a lot more concrete and brought it over and stored it. Damn. Do I need any other resources while I'm here? No, I don't have any more storage to get those resources, or to hold those resources, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know what you mean by the overflow anyway, FRD dot. What I'm building, I'm not... Are you talking about where I have the splitter? the splitter that feeds 5 of them, or the 3 extra. Which would be... Well, that splitter there. Do you mean have a splitter in a different area? I feel like this will work because this will feed all these guys. These guys will not use up everything. It'll back up and that'll do it. Might not be max efficiency is the only issue, but I'm gonna leave it for now because I can't really think of a better way to do it other than making a longer belt. And if you have a longer belt, that will cause its own issues, right? So, I don't know. Kind of think my understanding of how belts work. I think I understand what will happen. It'll just back up in there, and then we'll do what it needs to do. Maybe if I use a smart splitter, we can possibly do something that will be a little better that we can do or something. Have it fill 1 first and then have the overflow. Go somewhere else or something. I don't know. Okay. Alright, that should be enough to get at least this next section going, I believe. May as well just make a line of concrete to my build. Yeah, probably. Okay, so... This is going to be... We need 14 refineries for this next part. Which we don't even have the... we actually do have the materials for that many. Okay, good. We have enough for 18 more. Okay. So 13. So this would be... I need... what was I doing? 2 spaces. 2 full spaces between. So 1, 2. So it'd be right lined up here, I believe. Yeah, right lined up with that edge. Perfect. And this is going to be... Packaged water. Packaged water. What a weird thing to need to create, but okay. We're gonna do our Ozarka water delivery. You know, you gotta stay hydrated in your factory. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I left one off here. Could I do one here? I feel like I really need to make use of all of my space, so 9, 10, 11. So we put in empty canisters and water for the packaged water. You started setting up delivery trains between your build sides. You hook up your storage to the train station and fill up a whole train car with stuff like steel beams, concrete, copper sheets. When you need more, you just send the train back to base, it reloads, then you call it back. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we're going to put the empty canisters in the water here. So water would come from below. I think I need 2 more. And the output would be the packaged water that's going to go there. Okay. Yeah, I think I do need to make use of this space. So we'll do that. We'll just have to have an extra belt doing its thing, which is kind of annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need 2 more. Do I want the 2 more to be on this side or that side? Probably because these need water. I think it's better to put it on this side so that the input, well, is going to be, how much water is this? This is 800 cubic meters of water a second. So I'm going to need 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes plus an extra pipe for this. 2 full pipes And those are the water pipes I'm even pulling from. It's probably best if I put it on this side. I guess we're going to do that. So 1, 2 full spaces, so it'll be here. I believe it's there. Yeah, so there. And there. Your refineries are on the opposite side of the map. Yeah, like if you have row of refineries, let's say 9, you can support with your belts only 5 of those. Then you bring materials with manifold from right side, overflow with splitters. And then rest 4, you bring resources from left side. Then the 5th refinery in the middle has merger behind it. So that's good, gets overflow from both of those lines, left and right. Okay. I kind of see what you're saying. I don't know that I want to do that, but that's not a bad idea. You created your sub badges. They are neon flavored dog biscuits. Nice. So I think what you're saying, FRD dot, is so where's my splitter? There's my splitter. What's going into here that we're talking about doing? The packaged water. The packaged water would be split between 2 belts that are evenly split, one starting from one side, one starting from the other side. They feed from 2 different sides, they come in the middle, and then there's a merger in the middle that flows to the one that's in the middle. I think that's kind of what you're saying. That's an interesting idea. Refineries 1 to 9 in a row, 1 to 4 are fed from left, 6 9 from the right, and 5 is in the merge from both sides. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Can I make that happen? The question is going to be where the belts are coming from. Yeah, that would help even it out. The problem is that I got them on 2 different rows is the problem. How many are we talking about? We're talking about 13 here. So we would need 6 from one side, 6 from the other side. And then the leftover one will be in between those. Can I even do that? Can I even do it with the way we have this laid out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'd have to have 5 go here, and then the 6 kind of go around. And then meet the 7th. You've done that before with the old coal setup. It worked fine. Yeah, okay. I think we could do that. We're gonna have lots of belts going all over the place. The problem is I don't think I can get belts because we're moving. The reason I wanted space in between these guys. Remember, I was gonna get onto y'all. It's because I don't think I can move. I don't think I can put belts in between these. So the build you're suggesting would require me to have belts go between, and I don't think I can make that happen. Because we have no space, because y'all said I'm going to need to pack them in as tight as we can. I don't think I can make that happen. I'd have to have it go all the way around. Hashtag blame chat, man. Hashtag blame chat. Because if we use this, this would feed 5, and then we'd have the excess go to a 6th one. But I can't, I'd have to go underneath. I mean, I guess I could go underneath. That adds longer belts. Is there a way I can make that happen? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might be able to make that happen. Hold on a second. Let me think. If I bring the packaged water from this side, bring it across. We stop. We do the 6th, then we have a merger before the 7th. We have another line of packaged water go across, feeds 5, comes back around and merge to the 7th. I think we can make it work, actually. It'll be a longer belt, but if you think that will help keep the balancing better, I think I could make that happen. This is the biggest, most complex build you've seen me do. Yeah, this is definitely the most complex build, for sure. This build takes a long time to fully warm up and start making 900, maybe 30 minutes for you. I'm gonna try. I think we can make this happen. Because I feel like this is gonna balance our belts better. I think I like where FRD dot's head's at, and I think I can make this work. So we don't need a splitter here. I like where your head's at. We just gotta see if we can make it work. I'm gonna leave those there because I want that to be a reference for where the belts are gonna be. And we knew this was gonna be a complicated build when we talked about it, because I mean, frickin' 900 plastic a minute with no residual stuff left over, that's gonna be a complicated build. So basically what we would do, one, our first line would come across, feed into the 5 of these guys, go around into a 6th, and then we merge at the 7th from the other belt. I think we can do this. We can make this work. We can make it happen. Make it happen. Help the coal plants warm up faster initially. That was the main advantage. It's not strictly necessary. Well, yeah. I was actually slightly worried that the lines backing up might cause an issue. It might not, but I have a feeling this will help the flow be more evenly distributed, which is the main thing. Yeah, with manifold that has two-side overflow helps with balancing. Yeah, and balancing is what I was slightly worried about. So I kind of like doing this. I like the idea behind it. So we can make it happen. So we want to make this go. Still need to do the fastest belts, I believe, because of how many things we're moving here. Let's see here. So it's 1, 2. So it'd be like this. There. So that's where I'd want my... That right there. Is where I want this guy. Hopefully that will fit. Perfect. This is going to be bringing the stuff. Okay, and it's going to be bringing it from... This is actually... No, this is not one of them. It's going to start there. The belt's going to start from over there. So I'm going to start with... this guy here. Is that going to be in the way of this? What comes out of here? Rubber. So it's going to come out of there. I don't know where it's going to go. But hopefully that won't be in the way. You liked it on your coal plants because if you tripped the power, made it easy, start it faster. Yeah, Kiblets uses this two-side overflow often. You actually need a sink on one part of this build to prevent backup. That's on the residual rubber part. You're talking about something I'm far away from doing, right, Factoid? I don't need any excess sink for this current part of the build, right? Oh, that's gonna... Okay. Yes. That's fine. It's fine. Glad I noticed that before. Getting too far into that. So we're gonna need frickin' belts getting in the way. Okay. Let's just go here to give us plenty of stuff there. So it'll be 1, 2. Is that in the middle? That should be lined up, I believe. There. And there. There we go. Now we don't have any... Let me make sure I can put like splitters on this just to make sure if I use this as a reference somewhere. Merger, splitter. That doesn't get in the way. Okay, that will work. You tried also balance build. Those will hurt your brain. Amount of splitters and merge you need to have to get even flow, but it looks beautiful. Nice. What's up, Big Ninja? It looks beautiful. Looks are important. I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I mean, what does he say in Liar Liar? My teacher says that beauty is on the inside, and his character says that's just something ugly people say. So this package water is going to come out, and that's only one doing that, right? Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of belts going here. So this is going to come out and join this. So 1, 2... All right, so how's this gonna work? So how am I gonna do it? If I'm doing 2 splits, and I have 6 and 6, where does the 7th one go? I guess the 7th one would split, and then the 7th one in the middle would split off to feed both of them, and then the 7th one receiving on both would have a merger. I believe that's right. I'm a little functified about how this is going to work just because of the fact that one of these is going to be underclocked, but I think that's how it would work. Kiblets also seems to really like fully loaded balanced setups. You like them when the numbers are nice and even, but if you have to build a load balance to take 2 input lines and split into 7 equal outputs, that hurts your brain, yeah. So I think what I want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I want 6 of these. And then we'd have a splitter that joins this. So that one would go to a splitter. So I better have... This is only outputting one thing, right? Yeah, so it'd be only outputting that. So I'll do a merger onto this. So I should be able to do a merger onto this, right? There. So if I'm not mistaken, the 7th one in the middle, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this would be the 7th one in the middle, would split both directions. You made 2 to 11 balancer, your brain fried. Are load balancers in this worth it? Since the nodes don't ever stop, you can always add more resources. Well, this doesn't have to do with the nodes. This has to do with distributing your... this has to do with distributing your resources between your various machines evenly. Does that make sense? That's what it has to do with, right? This is making it so that you distribute your stuff evenly, which in turn would keep things from like backing up, basically. Or backing up, or... Yeah, so I think that's what we need this to do. This one will split to that one. This one will go to... I have to do another merger from those guys. Actually, you know what? It's best if I contain these with this side. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the most complicated build we've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be the one we're going to splitter off. Okay, that will make this easier to deal with. But I think I'm understanding what we're doing. My brain hasn't fried yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th, so this one's going to a splitter. So this will be our midway point, basically. I think it was there. Does that fit? Yes, that should work, I believe. So this guy's going to go that way. That guy's going to go that way. So we're going to go into the middle here. 1, 2. I need a splitter here. Oh, that's a splitter, isn't it? That needs to be a... Yes, that needs to be a splitter, so this needs to be a merger, and that is not even. Okay. This will be in the middle. 1, 2. That's what we want. And then this needs to be a merger. Okay. I just needed to line up with this guy. Like that. So this guy goes into there. Beautiful. Sorry, I'm not reading chat while my brain tries to understand what we're putting together here. I think what I'm doing is going to work, though. And this needs to be a merger. It'll be a beautiful symphony once it's done, I promise. A beautiful symphony. Okay. There we go. Basically, this will be the 7th one that distributes these things evenly, hopefully. Need to get rid of this. That is from your 50 motor per minute factory, making 1,560 wire per minute. Nice, nice. God, that's... I don't even want to have to think about putting together a build that makes 1,560 wire a minute. Sounds like a nightmare. So these guys are going to have to merge with this. How do we want to make that work? It's actually best if I do... I have to do something funky here to do what I want it to do, but I think this will work. If I do this, this. Put this across here. Put a merger. Okay, I think we can do this all on the bottom row. Actually, it'll be fine. And then we go up to this thing. So merger, that needs to go this way. This should work. Okay. I better finish this part today or I'm not going to remember for the life of me what I was planning to do. So, we better finish this part today. Is that lined up? That's lined up. There we go. And then those two are going to feed into here. Somewhere around like this. That guy will get merged onto there. Does this make a straight line? No, it doesn't. I gotta go like this. There we go. Okay, so that guy will merge onto there. Okay. Let's get these belt distributors set up so that again I don't forget what I was working on. So we're gonna put this, have this go up here. Let's have this like immediately go up to a stackable pult. One problem with following a build like this is it can be easier to start small and then go build. This build is 0 to 60 immediately. Well, that's part of the reason why I'm actually not I think FRD Dot recommended a video of this build, of creating this build, and I purposefully did not watch it because I wanted to come up with this build myself. I'm looking at a flow chart which just shows how many materials are going from one refinery to the next. It doesn't show how to distribute them or any of that, and I kind of wanted to come up with this myself because if I watch a video, I might not have all the same stuff unlocked. I might not have the same, there'll be different factors. So this gives me some flexibility. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this guy needs to be fed into this as well. 4, 5, and packaged water. So I need this to go up into here. Should be pretty easy. So, but you're right. It could be better to start smaller on a build like this, but go big or go home. We have a small build of plastic already, and it's not doing much for us, so we need more. This is a splitter, and I need a merger. So we're going big to get this set up. And the good thing is if we get this to work, if we need to do one like this for rubber, I can just copy this. So if I get this to work one time, I can just copy it. Okay, too steep, so I need to go right in the middle here. Merger. There we go. Okay, so that will feed 6 of those. Will feed 6 of these other guys. So let me check what we're looking at here. So it'd feed 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, where would it start? Because this is packaged water, right? Packaged water. You don't need packaged water? No. So this would feed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then one more, and then merge on the last one. So let's get that set up. Actually, we can go down and split this off, right? Yeah, let's do that. But you're definitely right. Starting small and going bigger can definitely be good for some builds. I don't think we need to on this build. I think even though it's complicated, I think we can put it together. And my brain is not getting nearly as fried on this as it has on other builds, so I'm okay with doing a complicated build if I kind of understand what we're doing from the beginning on it. So, and then we're gonna go. Oh God, freaking autosave! Please don't. Good. At least doesn't do like Oni and during an autosave totally screw up your stuff. 1, 2. Okay, does that look right? That looks right. So this is going to feed one more, and then we're going to have a merger. So we're going to set that up. This should be feeding... I should see that this needs an input of packaged water. Packaged water. And then we're going to do a merger in front of this one. Actually, don't like the way this is lined up here. I think I do want to bring this directly underneath this. So there's going to be a merger right in front of this guy. Going the wrong direction. He's going there. And this should be the 7th one between the two. Going to there. And you'll need packaged water, right? Okay. So I should see 6 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Packaged water. Do you need packaged water? You do. Are you creating packaged water? Hold on a second. You're creating packaged water. You need packaged water. I should see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crap, there's 14, not 13 of these, because one of them is the underclocked one. So I need... wait, it's not even an uneven number of things. Crapola. Okay. So I guess what I still need to do is I need to do 7. Damn it, damn it, damn it. There's 14 of these things, not 13 of these things. It's 13.33. Jesus. You have flow chart to follow, makes this easier. This is actually going to end up being an interesting build because you're building very compact. I mean, this you built on a much larger area. One section of heavy oil. Okay, yeah. So I think what I want to do is... Because FRD dot, what you described as with an uneven number of things. We don't actually have an uneven number of things. I could make it uneven if I overclocked one instead of underclocked the last one. Would that be a better way to do this with the way I'm setting this up? If I overclock the last one and have the merging 2 go to the overclocked one, maybe that would actually be better. Oh God, because you were talking about uneven number of buildings and I'm not using an uneven number here. So if I do one doing 1.33% rather than one doing 0.33% and having an extra, you just skip the merger. Doesn't need to be uneven, just skip the merger. Well then what's the point of doing all the splitting and the merging then? The way I had it would have been the same amount of things supplied the same amount of things. So if I'm going to do this build, we don't need to do this whole merger thing. Still speed up the feed process by going from both sides. Well, so I don't need the splitter or the merger then, right? Oh my God. Why do I listen to chat sometimes? You know what? If I do what I was planning on doing and take away one refinery, that might actually give me more space to work with too. So maybe I do overclock one. So I would do 6 in the 7th, kind of like what I have set up. But I would make this be 133%. gonna make it work this way if I do that. If I have one producing at 133% on both sides of the line and have that be my 7th one in both, that would give me a little more space. So that would still be 6th and 7th, and it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that would mean I could save space. Okay. 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 Oh my god. Now my brain's starting to hurt because I did all this work and now I'm realizing that what y'all suggesting doesn't apply to the current build I'm trying to do, so I need to figure this out. Okay. This is creating the packaged water. That's supplying the 6. So I have 1, 2. I think that I move this over here. I think I can use one less of these guys here, because basically instead of using 14 refineries, I use 13 refineries and overclock the last one. So let me see how to do that. I think I can still make this work. It still applies. Well, the example you gave was not the example that we're doing, and so now my brain is broken. Chat is fake news, that's right. So let me see here. How many of these guys are we doing? Let me set these. Are these all set to what they're making? I need to set these to what they're making so I can count these out. Because if you give an example of an uneven number of things and I start building for an uneven number of things, when I have an even number of things, that makes the build different, and I have to adjust my thinking for what I was trying to create. So I need to readjust my brain to do what this needs to do. All right, so you need packaged water. You are producing packaged water. I'm gonna make it uneven, and I think I can make this work. So doing 13 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be the 7th. We're gonna overclock it to 133%. Make sure it applied. And this needs to be the splitter right here. This is still the splitter. That's good. Okay. Think of it this way. Oh god, please don't put a bunch of numbers and try to explain it. I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that because you're just going to confuse me even more right now. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 7th. It splits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, yeah, I'm just not going to read that right now, Factoid. I can't. I gotta focus to make sure what I have planned is right. So there should be 13 creating these. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Did I do 14 of these? You aren't creating water, right? No, you need the packaged water. You're creating the packaged water. Okay. Actually, I think the only thing that might have changed is number of these guys needing it. No, I'm sorry. I just can't read chat. People are giving me suggestions for what I should be doing. I can't. I need to do this one step at a time. Thank you for those numbers, Cruel Angel. Super helpful. Okay, so let me start this from the beginning. These are the things that need packaged water. Let me make sure I have these numbers right. No backseating, rabble. That's right. This needs the packaged water. So this is where it's coming in. It starts right here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we merge in the 7th. Need packaged water. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That needs packaged water. Okay, what's throwing me off is that this one is now extra. So what I need to do is I need to change one of those to be back here, and I save myself some space. So let me change this real quick. This one is going to be not needing packaged water. This is going to create packaged water, and that's going to it's going to change my placement of these guys up here. So You are going to create packaged water. Press Alt F4 for better speed. Okay, thanks. All super useful suggestions. Okay. So this one go into here. Get these tubes into here. It's going to be into this one. Okay. So you are needing packaged water and heavy oil residue. Okay. Packaged water and heavy oil residue is going to get diluted packaged fuel. This is going to create water. So basically I need to move this guy. I'm sorry for anybody who's trying to help me with chat, because right now the build I was trying to do is not going to work, so I have to make some changes here. Can I do a merger that goes from there into here? If not, I'll have to move this down to the floor. I'm not trying to make anybody mad because I'm not listening to their suggestions or anything, but I just gotta focus here. So 1, 2, I need 6 plus the splitter go in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the splitter. Which might mean I don't need either of those. No, 5 plus the splitter, 6. So I don't need this one. So this should be the last one I need here, I think. Let me count this out again. So I should see 6 plus the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's all I need. So that actually saves me 1 refinery if I overclock, and I just need to overclock the thing. Need to overclock the one. I think the one I want to overclock is the overflow one. Ignore chat is the real pro strat. That's the real pro strat. Ignore chat. So the one I'm going to overclock is going to be the one that's merging and splitting. So you're at 133%. All right, I think I got this fixed for, but I'm still taking the distribution suggestion from FRD earlier, but I'm changing it up to match what you suggested. 133%. Okay, that should do it. And now we have them from both sides, and that should be good. Okay. All right, so there we go. We're gonna go with that. Let's plug these in. I'm not gonna do all the splitters, but let's at least get these things plugged in here. This guy is going... Is this going to the right place? Yes, this is packaged water. Going into... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I should see the second one has the merger. There it is. Okay. All right. I think we're good. My brain did not explode, although it was close. It was a close call. But I think what we have will work. 1, 2. I think this will do what we were talking about. So that'll merge to the 133% overclocked one. And this should evenly... This is like an evenly distributed thing, I believe. So if you're going to overclock one of these, make it the first one in the chain because it won't starve for input. Doesn't matter a ton. No. You think so? But that's the thing. This is not a chain anymore. It is two separate... It's two separate things. So which side of the chain would I do it? If I want it to be even, I think I have to do it where it merges and also have to do it where it splits. If I do it on one side of the chain, the one side of the chain is going to be more well-stocked than the other. So I don't think I like that suggestion. Actually, no, this is going to come from... Now this is interesting. So if this comes from this side, I guess it will come from over here. Still a manifold, just basically 2 manifolds instead of 1. Okay. I think I can stack it here. Come across. I think that will work. So this is supplying one, so I need a second. So I need my other ones actually to come out this side. I wanted to come out the other side, though. Because I have it wrap around. I guess I would have to go across and come across here. Okay. Sorry, now I need to figure out where I need the others to come out to. So... So those guys, I was having planned to go out the other side. Alright, let me... Actually planning on have this go out the other side, but I think I actually want to stack it over there and it'll come and it'll merge back in. Yes, I think we want to go the other way here. Even though it's not what I originally planned, but I think that will do what I want it to do. And actually we need this to be not like this. This is going to be like straight across from these guys. So right here. 1, 2. There. I was planning on having it come around, but the way that works out... Yeah, it doesn't really work out that way. I'd have to go all the way across anyway, so this is, I think, a little more efficient. Trying to make it not as long belts. Okay, so these will all be... Make sure these all... I already tested this once, so let me just make sure mergers will work here. Good. Those will all work. Perfect. Okay. And so this guy is just going to climb on top of this guy and then get split off. Okay, so that should be fine. Let's get all these guys set up. So there, and then this will stack on top of these guys. Okay. Is this where this is going? Actually, no. This is going on this side. Do I see the merger down here? Yeah, so I actually don't need it to go here. I was like, what am I even doing right now? Nobody knows, but my brain's exploding. Okay, so we wouldn't want this to go this way, and that feeds into there. Okay, so... It's gonna be... There. There. It'll turn. I think what I'm gonna do is actually gonna do a splitter and then a vertical loader for right there, and then we'll have it go down just because this is kind of a sharp turn here. So if I have that like right there, I think I can make it do that. And then from here, actually what I could do is if I do the vertical loader right there, I wonder if I'd be able to do a splitter right there. I need to put the belts in place anyway. Let's get these belts in place first and we'll figure out how to get it down there. Okay, so that is from... where is this going? It's a splitter. This guy's splitting. Those guys merge all onto there. These guys merge all onto this belt. That's... It's going to be out of here, right? Yes, this is right. Okay. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this guy will go up to here. Come on. There we go. I swear these Mark IV belts are the hardest ones to get where I want them to go. It seems like. Okay, and that has a nice good turn to it. Beautiful. Then you go up here. And I'm going to run out of these guys. Damn. Alright, so I need more of these guys. You were off. You just checked your build. It's 84 refineries total. Yowzer. 84. That is crazy. Alright, let's go get some more materials. Alright, we almost have these belts set up, I hope. I see 13.33. I do see a 15.89. There's a lot of, like, weird fractional numbers in this build, so hopefully once I get this one figured out, the other ones will be less mind-boggling to understand what I need them to do. I didn't take stuff out of my inventory again, forgot. Industrial beams, are they here? Extra motors. Okay. Okay, so industrial beams. We're going to be using a lot of these, so we should get a lot of them. Because we use them for the belts and the refineries themselves. Okay. Concrete we're okay on. I better get some more, though. Oh my god, Renew's checking the cookies. It's been a while. Been a while since I've seen the Renew's cookie check. Although maybe it's happening, I'm just missing it. Missing the Renew's cookie check. Let me see, where are my... Oh, I don't have my... I didn't have my thing up. My, fly thing. Okay. Alright, so we almost have this. These belts. I maybe should put the mergers and splitters all in place where I have so far, just so that I don't say, I'll do it later and then forget. So I probably should plug all these in, do each piece and complete each piece as we go. That way, because if I don't, trying to like pick up where I left off is gonna destroy my brain. Gonna just destroy my brain. And we don't want my brain to be destroyed. At least I don't. Since I hashtag blame chat for everything, chat may want my brain to explode. Are you done? Okay. You know what? Let's actually do more then. Because I have a feeling, like y'all said, I might need more than this. We'll do 2 containers. I don't want to do... Let's do a industrial container just so that we make all of what we put in there. Just to make sure. There, that'll make sure that we use up all of that stuff. I guess we use less plastic than we need for... Yeah, 2 plastic is for it. So it makes double the amount, so... Okay. Back to what we were working on, which is this. I was thinking I would do... this. And can I do a splitter? I don't think I can. So... But what I think I can do is I think I can do a splitter off of this. Let's make sure this will let me do this. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So that'll be... Oh, crap. Is this the right thing? That should be packaged water. This is making packaged water. I'm delivering packaged water here. Okay, no, it starts here. That's why. Then that makes it even easier. Beautiful. You're gonna need empty canisters still delivered to you, though, so... I'm going to leave this space open. We're still going to do this so that... leave the space for those guys. Okay. Because I'm not sure how I'm going to set up the empty canisters going from one place to the other. I have no idea how that's going to work out. But that's another problem for future Rand. Like most of the problems. Future Rand's problem. Alright, there we go. Okay. So let's set up all the splitters and mergers so that I don't forget what I'm doing. So these are going to be all splitters. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have 6 of these. 5, 6, and it merges to the 133% one. Very nice. How many do you need a minute? Packaged water at 60. So I could be doing lower Mark belts. Let's do Mark 3 belts going in here. That should be fine. I don't need to do Mark 4s for just this part. Mark 4s on the other parts I think are all good, but this Mark 3 will be fine. Save us a couple industrial things. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the merge. Come from both sides. Then we do splitter here, and we should have 6 splitters here. So let's do that. Splitter. Oh god, I'm going to run out of regular plates. That's 1. Two. 3, 4, 5, and this should be the last one. That is receiving packaged water. Yes, you should not be receiving packaged water. Beautiful. Okay. That should be a Mark 3 belt, not a Mark 2. Although, I mean... it's not a Mark 1. Mark 1 would have been fine, but we're going to do it this way. And then we'll set up the pipes as well. And maybe I'll even get this first part of the build, like, flowing, getting the liquids up here, because... as complicated as this is, I might want to just get this started going before I start working on the next part. And then that merges in. Okay, good. So let's get the belts for the... guys supplying these set up, which these guys are going to need just the water and the empty canisters. So the canister flow, I'm not going to get the canister flow set up today. So that'll be again a Thursday thing. So this is a merger we're doing here because yeah, outwards. So merger. So we got 1, 2, 3. 4. Should be 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th one goes in and merges from 3 directions. That should be right. Because that's the one, that's the 7th that splits, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. Just thinking I wasn't sure my numbers were right, but that seems fine. I'll make sure all these can plug in. We don't need Mark 4 belts here or here. There, Mark 3 should be plenty. God, I hope all these belts connect correctly too, because if any of them don't, there's definitely a possibility of things getting backed up or not supplying enough because belts didn't go where they're supposed to correctly. Okay, so that's good. And then mergers here. So this is the 7th because it splits. So we have 1, 2. Three. 4. I should have 2 more over here. 5, 6. All kind of merging interestingly in weird ways, but that should be fine. All the mergers should balance those guys out, I believe. Okay, so hopefully what we're doing is going to be super balanced. Let's plug these in. There. There's a super balance mode that we're doing here. There. This one can be a mark. Rebelt. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. So that's those guys' inputs and outputs set up. Let me set up the tubes for these guys. While we're getting this splitting and merging set up here, let's get it set up completely. So the tubing for all these guys, what we need to do now. What time does this stream end? In about 30 minutes. I usually go till 5 my time, about 6 hours of streaming. So 6 days a week, about 6 hours of streaming, about 36 hours a week of streaming. So sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little shorter. But this game is pretty easy to stop when you need to, which is usually when my brain's like, I don't know what I'm even doing anymore. It's time to stop. We're almost there. Okay. So before I plug this in, should be water. No, this is the heavy oil residue coming from those guys. Yes. Okay. This will be heavy oil residue. There. So yeah, I knew we weren't going to get this build done today, though, so that's no big deal. I knew we weren't going to... This might be a 3-stream build. I feel like, with the progress we're making today, probably we, get this done today. Is this right? Heavy oil residue, packaged water. Yes. We probably get this done next time, I think. God, I hope I'm plugging all this in right. Okay. So I should see that this needs packaged water plus heavy oil residue, and that this should not need that. Polymer resin and water makes residual rubber, and hopefully I have room outside of here to have things go. Okay, good. Good. Very nice. All right, so let's plug all these in. I didn't give this one quite as much space, but it looks like it still works, so that's good. So much easier to see these builds during daylight. There's a mod that makes it always daytime. That's another one that's probably safe and worth installing. Yeah. Yeah, if I was trying to do this at night, that probably would make my brain fry even more. Luckily, I'm outside, though, so even at nighttime, it's not as dark when you're inside your... inside your base at night. Alright, so this is the heavy oil residue creators, right? Yes, and they'll also be creating polymer resin, so I'm going to need that to be going out to... These are going to go out to here. Yeah, this should work. I can go out and around to these guys. That should not be an issue. But let's get all of these outputs going as well. It has seemed like it's been daytime for a while, though, so maybe... I don't have that mod installed, do I? Have I noticed it being night today? Is the sun moving? Probably is. I just forgot when it turned night or something. Okay. So these guys are going to be piping heavy oil residue out. Created from oil. Beautiful. Okay. This way. This way. This way. Yeah, I should be able to make do with all the stuff. So we're gonna get all of the belts and pipes with what we've built so far put together. As many as we can. As we can here. So oil would come up here and go into here. So probably have it go across and then down here maybe. So let's have it be, can I do halfway between these guys, right around. Will it work from there? Will that be, I feel like that might be too tight, but I guess we'll find out. Come on, go this side. See if this will work. Actually, I could probably have it go like this, and it should be fine, right? Yeah. Just wonder if I should do it that way on the other one. No, this is in, that one's out. This is fine. That'll work. So that's where the oil will come in. So let's get that set up. And this is right in the middle. Okay, pipe is too long, right about. Where does it say it? Too long right there. Okay. Pipe's too long, so right about there. And then the final one, we're not going to worry about perfect curves here. I like my pipes like I like my women, with imperfect curves. What? Alright, I'm going to remember. I have a chest. I'm going to dump stuff so I can go grab extra stuff. So what am I going to dump to go get? I want extra. Let's dump our concrete in here. Just need to remember I have extra like motors in here too. And all these guys. And we're going to fill up with concrete and copper sheets. And maybe some extra steel beams too. Okay. Do. I see a sun. Is the sun moving at all? Are you moving, sun? Actually can't tell. Is the... Yeah, okay. Shadows are moving. So I guess I just haven't noticed when it's been non-daytime. I should get more iron plates and those things too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. These guys, my god, the lag. Okay, and so I need steel beams. Oh god, it's so freaking laggy down here. My poor computer. 4, 5, 6, okay, that's good. Do I need pipes? No, we're good on pipes. So we needed copper sheets, concrete, and encased industrial beams. Those 3 things I think are all on this floor up here. There. Actually don't need that many more encased industrial beams. I'll just grab a couple. And the rest will be copper sheets. I have a bunch of those and I just need lots of copper sheets. Okay, and that must be up on the 3rd floor. 3rd floor, copper sheets, lingerie, sporting goods. Okay. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's go get these belts and pipes done, and we will probably be about out of time here. But I am happy with how the day's gone. I will say, I kind of wish I could have found, I kind of wish I could have started working on this earlier. But the fact that we were missing one of our recipes kind of meant that we had to take the time to go find more of the friggin' whatchamacallits, alternate recipe things. So gotta do what you gotta do when you do what you gotta do. Okay. This guy's gonna be right here. This guy's gonna be right here. And right there. There. There, and this is gonna be the crude oil. So basically with what we're doing today, well, with what we'll be doing today and Thursday, we will be playing this again on Thursday. For anybody who is actually, interested in what we're building, we will come back to this on Thursday. We have all day Thursday to kind of finish this build to get hopefully 900 plastic a minute, which is 4 or 5 times more what we're currently creating. So that will be huge. Oh, I don't have room for that. Okay. Alright, so let's get the output of these guys then set up next to go to the next guys. Alright, so concrete, we don't need all that in our inventory for now. I do need some of it though. We got extra these guys. We'll throw extra of these guys here for now. Let's do the partial stack we'll keep on us. Alright, so now we have extra resources here. Alright, so that is the input of oil. This is going to output polymer resin along with the heavy oil, which is now fed where it needs to go. And how much is that? It's 400 a minute. Oh! That is more than one pipe can handle. Oh, I didn't think about that. I need to split up these pipes too. Because this is going to be creating 300 crude oil a minute. It's going to be creating 400 this a minute. So I need to split up these pipes a little bit. I guess I can just split it in half, right? I think this is a quick, easy fix, I believe. So how many of these are we doing? God, how do I do? Is there a way to do overflow with pipes like we do with the other guys? I guess we could kind of do the same thing with how many of these things we have. We have 13 of these guys. Oh man, this overflow is mind-boggling. Okay, I didn't think about that. Frickin' hell. Alright, so I need to do 2 lines that go around. I guess I could have... Could I have 1 line that splits? I think because there's no mergers and splitters, actually, this should be a little easier to do, if I'm not mistaken. Like, do what I'm doing, but have this one come around. Problem is capacity. I'm a little worried about capacity, but I think if there's... It's almost like there'd be 2 belts, kind of like we did, and these things count as the mergers and splitters. So I think the only thing I might need to do is, instead of connecting here, have that guy connect here. That guy go around and connect back here. Okay, I think we can make this work. I told chat to stop helping, so chat has completely died. It's like, I'm not listening to chat. And chat's like, well, then we're not listening to you. I'm like, oh, crap. Pipe is too long. Okay. How about here? How about, okay, here. Right in between here. And I need this to be like a splitter as well. Splitter, but I just met her. Splitter, but I just met her. Okay, so we're gonna do this and have this turn around right back here. Shogi, if you're in chat, I probably will be interested in that tonight. If you play some 7 Days to Die, I probably would be up for joining you. If you're there, if not, I'll tell you later. Later, Gator. Okay, so we would do that. And then that would be into this one, right? The only issue with this is I do need water. The water I might bring in from below. I might do a bottom feed thing here. Although, if I have a pipe next to this and go down, I think we can actually still make that work. So, heavy oil residue. So, this will be right here. So basically this would be like 2 lines, because this would split the... if it backs up one way, it'll just go the other way into here. But instead of this being connected here... Does that work if I do it that way? Basically splits. Does it need to come back together? There's 13 of these guys. It splits to supply. How many of these does this supply? 1, 2, 3. This only supplies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need this line to actually go back and come around, is what I need it to do for it to really merge correctly. So this will be a little funky. Does this have an output of liquid? No. So if I do... Yeah, this is going to be a little funky, but I think this will do what I want it to do. I instead have this. This is kind of the way we'll have to move. I was actually thinking about moving this anyway. Because I need this to be... Damn it. So it'd be here, turn 1, 2, and then 1, 2. I should be able to do this. This would be where they merge. I think this will work. Actually, I can probably still have this how it was, as long as this pipe doesn't get in the way. Let me check. So where are you? You are right here. One, 2. There we go. Then that pipeline would go across, and now does this still let me do a merger thing here, or a splitter thing here? That might encroach in clearance, right? It lets it do it. Am I okay with it letting it do it? This is going to need things. You know what? I am going to be okay with that. If you're going to let me encroach, I'm going to encroach. There we go. Pipe goes through pipe, it's fine. Pipe goes through belt, I mean, it's fine. Alright, and this is going to go back around, and this is going to be a same, like, merger type thing, is kind of my idea here. And hopefully the pipes will work the same as the belts for this. Then we kind of have it go back around. and have the excess go in there. I feel like this should work. Okay. So I'm gonna need this to be like right. I think this won't encroach. 1, 2. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the idea behind this, if this does what I want it to do, let's call this the reach around pipe. Yes, it's the reach around pipe. So basically, these things are all producing heavy oil residue. That is one long pipe. However, it splits 2 ways so that this pipe will fill for one side, this pipe will fill from the other side, and then it'll kind of merge in the middle, kind of like the other things. I'm thinking it's like 2 belts that have a splitter in the middle, then come together and merge in the middle. I think it would work the same way. I don't know if I need to do pumps. I wonder if it would help if on the middle guy of these, I actually put pumps on each side going the opposite directions. Should I do that? I wonder if I should do that. I wonder if that would help keep them flowing the way they should. Worry about pumps later, you think? Okay. I feel like I might not need to do that anyway, so I'm going to say we're not going to worry about that. Yep. So this is going to need to be... Polymer resin needs to come out and go into these guys. So I think we want this to go out this way. Because the polymer resin is going to be feeding into this thing, which is water. Which is going to be interesting how to get the water and the polymer resin. I believe the water is going to need to be above the belts, kind of like this is. Polymer resin is 200 a minute. Great, we can even use level 3 belts for that. The heavy oil residue being higher numbers was going to throw me off. But this is going to be polymer resin. Actually goes to the residual rubber. Okay. 200 a minute. There's only 5 of these guys. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we actually set up the belt already. Oh, nice. It's like I am planning. We started the... Okay, so that's what this bottom belt is for. This bottom belt is to merge on and then split off. It's like I planned it. It's like I frickin' planned it. All right, so I just need to do the splitters or mergers on this. I was gonna have to do an extra belt here, but we're good. So merger. Right there. Okay, merger. Trying to get right in the middle here. These aren't perfectly straight. I don't think it'll mess anything up because they have enough room to do that. Well, you know what? These mergers and splitters are... These are actually lined up perfectly, so I should line those up. So if that's splitting... that I should actually line that up perfectly with these guys, and that will be just right. So let's get it right in line with the green ones, because those are already plugged in, so we know those work correctly. Yes. So that green line, and this one I basically did line up. Okay, good. Okay. This one we don't have mergers set up already, so, or splitters already, so we'll have to eyeball this one. Right there. 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 Okay, and this is only 20 parts per minute. So I will do Mark 1 belts here. No, let's do Mark 3 belts. I don't want anything backing up because of slower belts. All these main belts are Mark 4s, but the inputs and outputs, these just to keep them flowing. Do the Mark III. We got plenty of steel beams, no reason to conserve. We have lots. That is not even close to being straight. Thought I was lining those up better. Okay. And I'm not gonna let that bother me. How is this one so off? Because apparently this one is so off. Alright, I said I'm not gonna let it bother me, and it bothers me. We're fixing that. We're 100% fixing that. Okay, so this one's a splitter. I lined it up with a bad alignment. That's what happened. Okay, there. It's a splitter. I am totally gonna let that bother me. Totally let that bother me. What's up, Big Nuck Mayo? Push me and then touch me till I can get my satisfaction. Hey! It's a pun, but at least it's a new one. Alright. This one needs to be a merger. You know what? I'll take a new pun on the Satisfactory meme. I'll take a new one any day. Well done. How are you doing, Big Duck Mayo? It's been a little while, I think, since I've seen you. Okay, so that's the merger. So these guys all go around. And then I need the splitters going on all these guys. This creates 200 polymer resin and it only goes to 5 of these guys. Okay, so let's do splitters now. You don't know why this song popped up in your head? It's good. It's a good song. It's a great song, actually. So, you know what? I'll take it. Satisfaction. Is that... I think that song's called Satisfaction, right? Splitter. Splitter. Splitter, but I just met her. And there. And that one's good. Okay. Mark III belt. All these guys. You're dealing with a lot of stuff at the moment, so you don't have much time for Twitch. I can understand that. Definitely understand that. I didn't mean to sound accusatory. Hopefully I didn't. I'm just glad to see you. It's from Benny Benassi. Did I get sick and tired with FTL? Maybe, but I'd still play it. I play Mondays and Wednesdays on FTL right now, currently. Alright, so this is creating... This takes polymer resin, creates residual rubber, and the residual rubber is going to go to something I haven't started yet. The recycled plastic. So I have 3 more minutes. Are there any more other belts I can plug in here? I think I can plug in... Did I get all the pipes going here? Water. I can get the start for the water, I think, for these guys. So the water's going to come in from this side over here. I don't know if I want to do the water yet, because water... Let's get the water, because it's only going to be 200 a minute for the polymer resin plus rubber. So these ones I will just... This is going to be like a single pipe. I think we can get this one set up. The cat with the reverse Piat laser launcher still haunts you. The neon cat still haunts you. That was a fun run. Fun run. So we can get the water set up for these guys, but we won't get the water set up for the packaged water, because that's 800 water a minute that I don't want to quite deal with and set up yet. So I'm going to line this guy up, and this will be the last thing we do for the day. So I believe if I go here. The neon cat still haunts you. It's still one of my highlights for FTL viewerships. Still one of the highlights. Okay, so it's gonna be right here. Okay. And you know what? There might be a thing where we need to have these combined, so I'm going to actually have this go combined with other water ones so we have excess water going places. Water, you're going places. Don't let anybody tell you different. You're going places. It's gold, Jerry. It's gold. You're going places. Getting tired of FTL with the new multiverse mod that just came out? Nonsense. Nonsense. Who would ever get tired of FTL? Who would ever do it? As I upload 12 hours of FTL videos to YouTube every single week. 12 hours? It's something like that. Average or so. Who would ever get tired of that much FTL? For years and years. I don't know who would ever do that. Alright, so this will be the water, and it's going to be 200 water a minute. To figure out our water lines and all that kind of stuff, but the easiest one is going to be the oil line, because it's 300. What's crazy about this giant build, all this giant build is fueled by is 300 oil a minute. Of course, it's also 1,000 water a minute, but still, all we're putting into this thing is 300 oil a minute. We're going to get 900 plastic a minute. It's going to be crazy. That ship was just a thing. Steel, water, turds, with all those powers we summoned. Captain City Sewage. Yeah. Captain, the opposite of planet. He destroys the planet with sewage rather than fixing the planet. Hey, and just in time to make... how many of these guys have we made? That is a lot of empty canisters. Hopefully that'll be enough. Alrighty, my friends, I think we're gonna have to call it there. It is just after 5 and it is just about that time. So we have created about 30 refineries so far, which is almost half of the build, and we're still getting all the pipes and belts set up. This is... just look at this build. Just look at the start of this build. This is, it's pretty crazy. Good. We got a little bit of room to work with in here. But we'll continue this on Thursday. On Thursday, we will hopefully get this thing started up and eventually have 900 plastic a minute that we'll be able to use for our factory. Okay, yeah, let's do the map thing. Thank you for reminding me, because I would have forgot. It's just after 01 for you, what, midnight? Okay, that link didn't work. Satisfactory calculator interactive map. Alright, let me save my game.